Coming up on the Straight Up and
They
R&D
want somebody
podcast.
who's on their level. And unfortunately, the more money you have, the more women that's going to be coming at your feet. So you think Drake can't go anywhere and get whatever he want? He's Drake. Superstar rich. You think Bill Gates' old ass can't go pull the 30-year-old, 27-year-old? He's rich.
You can do that.
He could do that. So the more you have, the more women you have available to you. Now, just because if a man ain't got much, he could get somebody. But he's going to be limited. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Welcome to another episode of Straight Up R&D Podcast, y'all.
You know what it is. Episode 24. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, we're a couple episodes in, but, I'm your co-host, D.
And I'm Rich.
And, yeah, you already know the lingo. While we appreciate the support, at the same time, we don't give a fuck about your opinions.
Nope, we do not give a fuck about your feelings and your opinions. This is the long-aged rule on this damn podcast because we're going to give it to you real raw, uncut, straight up. Opinions based on motherfucking facts.
Facts.
Every motherfucking time, all right?
And I challenge anybody to come on the podcast.
Yeah, anybody. We don't give a damn.
Yeah, if you disagree with us, tell it to our face.
Let's go. That's it. But we're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah.
Get started. So one thing, that was on my mind lately, because I remember like back in the day, this is like a thing. You know what I'm saying? But the question is like, what happens, right? Like if you meet a girl.
Right.
And like your parents or your friends don't approve of her, like what happens in that instance? So you bring a girl home, you introduce her to your family, and your parents are like, I'm not really feeling her. Like what happens then? How do you handle that?
All right, two things. I think it depends on the age and the parents have to go into more details on why they don't approve of the girl. Like, if they tell me something, I guess, for example, say if you were raised in a church, right?
Okay.
And
oh boy.
Yeah, say if you was raised in a church and the example you see in your house, mother and father that share the same religious beliefs, mom dress more modestly. And if you bring a woman around that doesn't really go to church, skin out, you know what I mean, and just don't share the same values as them, they gonna be like, hey, we don't like this girl. But is that a strong enough reason to toss her to the side or to break up with her? It's like, okay, she doesn't share the same religious beliefs or values that you have, but she's good to me. Mm-hmm. I think not saying the opinion, because ultimately the opinion, other people's opinion in your relationship and who you love doesn't matter. But somebody as your parents and maybe your best friends, you will want them to have a positive reaction when you bring that girl around. Because you do care about their opinions because, these are people that you're around every day, you talk to on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. So if they say something negative, of course it's going to make you feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, it's only your opinion that matters. So you got to ask yourself, how does that girl make me feel at night?
At night.
Or you know what I mean? How does that, how do you feel when you talking to that girl? When you chop it up with her? Do y'all, have share similar values? Can y'all just kick it? The best thing about when you're in a relationship where you can just kick it with your girl, y'all just talk shit. Can y'all do that? And, are you willing to overlook some things? You got to answer that question.
So, because then that also makes me think about, like, what if they don't work?
What if the relationship doesn't work?
No, like your girlfriend. Like, what if she don't work?
Oh, okay.
But she makes you happy or whatever, and your family doesn't approve of that. It's just kind of like, you know, like you can't. We make mistakes,
Right? We make
right?
mistakes,
And it's like sometimes we can't see the writing on the wall. So it's like,
because
how do you know when somebody's trying to tell you, like they're trying to help you? They're trying to be like, yo, like I don't think that's the right move right now, like, or I don't think what you're getting into is right because either your parents don't approve of them, and then like they're not at a certain level at that certain age.
that's tough, bro. Because I don't know if the one who's in a relationship, I don't know if they can even truly comprehend what people are trying to say to them if they're in La La Land or in a honeymoon phase. Because unless they experience it for themselves, sometimes, bro, people got to go through a knock on the head before they truly understand pain. So you could give them advice or tell them what you're observing with that girl because now you're an outsider looking in, but they won't be receptive to it. So I had a boy, right? Well, no, he's still my boy. We just don't talk as much, but got a boy, bro. He was with a girl. And she was asking this man for money every day.
Whoa.
And they was together for a while. She wasn't giving it up. I'm talking about together over 2 years, and he's sending her money. She's like, can you buy me panties at Victoria's Secrets? Can you send me money to get my nails done? Her mother came up from Jamaica. And was like, can you give my mother money for when she's going back home to Jamaica? And he basically had to take care of the mom also when she came up, like, pay for food, whatever else the mom wanted. So I go to him like, yo, bro, like, you know, I'm telling you this because you're my homeboy, but a girl who really down for you and care about you, they're not going to be asking for all of this stuff. And then when she's going out to parties and stuff, when you ask if you could come, she's saying no all the time and she's doing her own thing. So she's going out all the time with her friends that you haven't met. And when you ask to tag along, she says no, but at the same time, she's asking you for money every day and you got to buy her and her family shit. I'm like, bro, I think she's using you, bro. You know what a nigga said, bro? I'm a man. I know how to handle my own problems.
Whoa.
I know how to do my own stuff. And I'm like, you got it. I let him be.
Damn.
I let him be.
Damn.
But it was clear as day.
So So it's official that we can follow him into the Simple Olympics, to the Simple Olympics tournament. You know what I mean? Like, damn, because one, it's kind of fishy that she doesn't bring you around when she's going out. Two, you ain't getting nothing.
No, and I asked him straight up. He's like, nah, we ain't do it. I'm like, why? And I'm like, bro, like, shit, ain't you been showing for like 2 years now? Like, but you spending all this money on her? He's just like, oh, she's just like, she not ready. And I'm just like, but she partying and whining every weekend.
But she not ready. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Wow. But you know, because one thing, like, I know in certain cultures, I'm assuming the girls' background Jamaican, since you said her mom is
straight out of Jamaica.
Straight out of Jamaica. So, like, I know definitely in Jamaica, or even some third world countries, they, like, you know, if you're serious with a girl, like you're married or going to get married or leading that path, you know, sometimes they do ask for you to help, you know, their grandmother, their mom, or somebody in the family, but not on the level of, buy them food, pay for their plane ticket and all of that. It's like one of them.
Oh, he did also pay for a plane ticket to Jamaica, yeah.
It's like a once in a blue moon type of joint, not like, oh, you have to do that. And on top of that, she's requesting him to pay for so much shit. But I do know in like Asian culture, I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, but they're really strict where, you know, the man has to be able to take care of the woman and her family if need be.
Wait.
Yeah, some Asian cultures, like the man has to have enough money. He has to be, you know, be able to. And I'm talking about the more traditional ones. I'm not talking about like
fucking tradition
now,
is that?
Like now, everybody running around doing their own thing. But
bro,
like,
they
got some real traditional.
You see the wars that's happening.
They don't give a damn
about. Oh, why should I, you know what I'm saying? Like the wars that's happening on social media with like men taking care of women, she don't work. Think about if you brought the family to the equation. Oh, I need a man to take care of me and my mother and my father.
Nah.
What kind of fucked up tradition is that?
And they require like you should at least have a house. You know what I mean? Like you should pay for it. You should have it. You know what I mean? Like they have some, which I don't blame them 100%.
No, like I don't even have a problem with that. Like if the tradition is like, hey, take care of my daughter, have a house, have something going for yourself. That's that's fine. But the fact that you saying you got to take care of my family also. What the fuck were they doing?
Nah, in Asian culture, you married a woman, you married a family, and you got to be able to cough up some bread if need be. Because I have to check this, but either you have to buy the family a house or something along those lines. And I remember I was watching it on TLC, one of those little like relationship things, where the woman was Asian. I think she was Chinese. And she was like, oh, the relationship didn't work out because...
When my daughter go off and live her life, live your life. I got your mother. I married your mother. So which means like I'm not looking for you to be responsible for your mother. I got your mom. So now I'm going to, when you marry whoever marries my daughter, I'm going to say, yo, you married my daughter, so I need... couple $1,000. What kind of shit is that?
Oh, and for the wedding, the groom's family paid for the wedding. So, yeah, if you were to get married to an Asian woman, your family paying for her, not her family. So it's like, in those aspects, look, I'm not mad at it. Do I agree? No. But the culture is strong, bro. Like, the culture is strong. But that's the culture, bro. Like, you walking into the place, you can't be like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I could definitely say that.
They be like, well, you need to get your ass out of here because you ain't marrying my daughter. You gotta get the
house. I will go somewhere else.
you gotta get the father's blessing. You gotta get the father's blessing.
Like, all right, cool. I guess it ain't gonna work out. Bye. I would definitely just dip.
Yo.
Now look, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody's culture. Like, there's certain parts of my culture I just don't agree with. So it's not even me just trying to disrespect people's culture. This is just my beliefs. This is who I am as a person. Parts of my culture, my career background, I don't agree with, and so I could disagree with anybody else's culture. But that is so crazy, bro. So the groom. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm hearing this right.
Go ahead.
The groom side of the family pays for the wedding. I don't really got a problem with that much because, like, on our culture, I guess in American culture. Not really so much Caribbean culture that I don't know about. Nobody in the Caribbean culture ever told me about that. The bride sides pay for the wedding. So it's just like, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so traditionally the bride's father pays for the wedding. Like my boy that got married a couple years ago, her father, the bride's father, paid for the whole wedding. So I believe that's American culture. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. On the bride's side, the father traditionally pays for the wedding. And I really found that out too. When my boy got married, he said he didn't pay for nothing except for his own suit. Which is crazy. Yeah. But anyway, so I don't really got a problem with the groom thing because, like, all right, I see that, here too. So the groom has to pay for the wedding. The groom has to provide for the daughter. Don't got a problem with that. The groom has to make sure he has a house, a job. And I don't even got a problem with that. It's like, shit, if you want your daughter to marry someone, you're not going to want him to marry, you don't want her to marry somebody who can't provide for himself or, you know what I mean? Or like can't provide for her. You want somebody who's stable. Don't have a problem with that. But now the parents come into the equation. Mm-hmm. I got to take care of your mother and father now. So what falls on the bride's side?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. She's the bearer of the children, the caretaker.
So what are the parents doing? Like I said, I don't have a problem with me providing for the bride, because Leah, you're the bearer of my children. You're the one who I'm picking to build a life with. But why do I have to financially take care of your parents? What was your father? I would be thinking, like, what were your father doing all these years?
Because the father, he's supposed to buy the house for the family. But then when she gets married, her man got to buy a house for both of them. And I think it's certain code, like I was saying earlier, he also got to pay for them too. He got to buy their house or something along the line. It's like some big financial like investment that you got to cough up, what you got to do. I don't know if it was some sort of religion there, because you have Muslim, Chinese, or Asians, and like the traditional Chinese people as well. But I gotta find find an episode on TLC.
Yeah, send that to me.
And to me, that thing blew my mind. And in my head, I'm just like, wow, like, what if I can't afford that?
My only thing is the family, bro.
But you taking care of the family. Yeah. You're taking care of her parents, basically.
That's not happening. Because I'll be looking at the father crazy. I'm like, how do you want to take care of by another man? Bro, you think I'm busting my ass all these years for some other young man to become in my house and dictating me what I can do, and I gotta depend on him financially? You think I'm about to be doing all of that just to say, call my daughter's husband? Yeah, my wife and I want to go out to dinner this week. Can you send us a few dollars so I could take her out and pay for the bill? Sure, father-in-law. I got you. That just sounds crazy. I don't know. Maybe I got to read more about it.
Yeah, no. You're supposed to take care of the family. You're supposed to buy them a house, or even buy you're supposed to buy. Some of them even have you buy the kids a house. Like the parents buy the children a house. Like it's very like.
Oh, so the parents buys.
I don't know. Okay, it's difficult. It's difficult because in this situation, the woman is getting married to an American, and the family's like, okay, you gotta buy her a house. You gotta have that,
okay.
and you gotta take care of us, meaning her parents, like her mother and father. So if her mother and father need a new house, they need a car, they need something, you gotta pay for that. There's no questions asked. Like that,
there will be questions asked.
There's that. Like if that doesn't work, then you need to get stepping. Like, you know what I mean? They're very religious, and the thing is it's not. I shouldn't say the word religious. They're very traditional. Traditional. I wouldn't say religious because I don't think there's a religion that says you must pay for blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But they're very tradition. So if that was a tradition in her family lineage, then that's what you gotta follow.
Yo, big ups to China.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm a be mad, but I can't be mad at the tradition though.
I can't be mad at tradition because that's within their culture. Then that just is what it is. But I'm shit. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I think it's total bullshit because in our culture, traditionally, what the man provides for the woman, the man makes sure the woman is taken care of. She doesn't work. Still on the kids while I'm out here to protect her and provide her. So that aspect is like, okay, cool. But then the parents roll in, come and asking me for money, saying that they need a new car. I'm like, I just don't understand, bro. It is what it is.
It is what it is, but hey, it works. It works.
It works in their culture.
That's why they come here.
But that's why though, bro, like, Dr. Umar, he stresses this out by like how he don't believe in interracial relationships and marrying to different cultures. That's why some parents, they preach that same message because you see, like when you told me that story, you see how I reacted because of how crazy it sounds?
Dude, when I was watching this shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but if you talk to somebody else in that culture, they understand. So that's why it's like, I guess some parents would be like, yo, if you marry outside the culture, just know what it comes with because they're not going to agree with the things we do because they wasn't brought up in that. So it's like, I don't know. I know, and I I don't want to misspeak, but there is, can't remember who it is, but there's a culture. I was watching a video of this woman. Mm-hmm. She met an American man also. I want to say some part of Africa, but I really can't remember. But she met a man of her dreams. She met her husband. They eventually got married. The parents was like, she can't get married to the man unless he pays like a wedding diary, or it's some fee that they gotta pay the parents, that the man has to pay the parents in order for them to in order for him to gain the approval of the mother and father. It's a fee that he has to pay, and then once that fee is paid, you can now have my daughter. So he had to
Damn, that sounds like a financial exchange, bro. Like,
but he had to wait a couple years. He had to save up and grind a lot to get that amount of capital to the exchange for the daughter.
Let's pause right there. So do you agree with that in the sense of a man has to really show if he really loves her, to grind, to get that money to get the woman, rather than, oh, she just likes me and we talked and whatever, and boom, we're together?
I agree with that in the sense of, look, if you and a man, you want to build a family, you want to lead a household, you got to fucking grind. You got to put your fucking head down and be like, my kids, they need college tuition. They need books. They need clothes. Food got to be on the table. I got to make sure the bills are paid so nobody's saying, oh, the lights are turned off. My father couldn't afford for the lights to be on. I got to make sure my wife has everything she needs as far as protection, making sure, she's good. Just whatever thing she needs to feel coming from her husband. So of course there has to be a grind that the husband has to do just to provide the type of lifestyle he's supposed to. But to grind and to pay the parents just to prove to them, or grind just to pay the parents in order to just gain access to the daughter, I'm like, damn, that's a little crazy. It's just like, all right, I guess that shows some type of dedication and how much you want the daughter, but I have to pay you a fee in order to marry her. To me, that sounds like prostitution of some sort. Like,
but like realistically speaking, it's like every time you even just getting a woman is like money is always involved.
Money's
always involved. I mean, dates. As a man, you gotta have certain type of establishments. I mean, to get a good woman. Right, to increase your chances of getting a good woman, because there's a lot of not for nothing dudes out there that have that has
and I do believe too, bro. Like
women,
I believe if you're a man and you want to get into the dating scene or you want a woman, I feel like you should. And that's not the case for every man. There are some women who are willing to be with you when you're at your lowest, say if you ain't got no money, and just be there through the journey. But it's just with me, I'll be like, all right, before I take her this serious, before I try to get into a relationship, I need to make sure myself is in a good situation before I go out there saying, am I I don't want to say good catch, but before I put myself out there saying I'm ready for dating, I just feel like if you bring a woman around, bro, and if you living in your mom's basement and you ain't got no job, how are you going to gain approval from her family or friends, or even from her?
I mean, well, you can definitely get approval from a woman if you don't have no job, but because I mean, there's some people out there that's living that type of lifestyle, but
or if you're dating with intention, like we talked about the last episode, if you're dating with intention to date a woman and you hoping she becomes the eventual wife, how you gonna do that if you got no job? you living in a basement or.
But bitches like dudes that don't got no fucking job for some reason. I don't know what's so attractive about it. Like, I really don't. I really don't. And I don't want to stray away, but I had the most weirdest encounter with a girl the other day. I'm walking my dog, and there's this girl coming across the street. Look, I'm gonna just tell you real raw, uncut. She was not cutting it. I don't know what the fuck she got going on, but she was looking type crazy, yo. And I'm walking, and she keeps like smiling and looking at me. She's got to be like 26, 27, around there, but she don't look well put together.
Right.
Let's say that. And she's like blinking her eyes, and she got them fake lashes that's like super long and like big or whatever. And she's like waiting for me to talk to her. And I have this thing where I just look at people like I make eye contact. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care whatever. I'm making eye contact, and I'm walking my dog, and I'm like, why is she doing that? Like, she's smiling and she's like blinking her eyes a lot, right?
She's just trying to give off some type of Morse code signal.
No, it's an SOS signal. But like, she's doing that, and I'm looking at her, and I'm literally, this is her and this is me, right? She's at the corner, and I'm walking, and we're like, look, I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, you look, in my head, I'm like, you look crazy right now. I don't know what she's thinking about me, but I'm just like I just walked out the house to walk my dog. And I'm like, is this like, you as a woman, you trying to present yourself a certain way to get a man, and you looking like you just
rolled out of bed? Not
even rolled out of bed, but like your wig is on sideways, like it's not even on properly.
I know what you mean.
And she's like looking, I'm like, you gotta present yourself a little bit better than that. But then it's just like, bum dudes really go for that shit, And if I was a bum dude without a job, right, and I approached her, let's say she has a job, I can't judge her by the way she looks. Maybe she got money, maybe she do.
First impressions.
But I feel like she would take a bum dude.
No, I know what you're saying based off like.
And am I saying that I was looking like a bum dude? I guess I was, because I literally was wearing my Crocs, basketball shorts, and a t-shirt.
You was walking your dog.
Walking my dog. I was like, but I don't know. That was just a weird encounter. I didn't want to derail the conversation, but that was just
no, we talked
about
last episode about how first impressions matter, bro.
It does.
If you're going out trying to meet a woman, or a woman trying to meet a man, you gotta look the part. Because now, say if you encounter a man, he got all the bells and whistles. Good job, car, house, money in the bank. You think you're the only shorty on the table?
Hell fucking no.
So you better come with the best. You better sell yourself. And if you don't sell yourself, number blocked. He never brought you to the crib. Rented out a motel room down a block to hit it.
Because he know you're going to give it up easy. There's no problem about that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, after that, he gone. But if you bring your best and show him like, there's some value for sticking with you, then you go hold on to conversation and, maybe it's another date and so on.
So do you think a man should like have his shit together if he's going to be going out looking for a woman? Like let's say you don't have the best job.
Mm-hmm.
You're living in an apartment, but you sharing it with roommates, like 3-4 people, and you have like a little 10x10 room, just a mattress and a little TV, a makeshift closet.
I know what you're saying.
Is that a point where you should be focusing on shorties to get a girl, or you should be like, all right, I'm gonna try to level up better myself, and then find a girl?
I feel I want to say nobody's at the void of companionship. You know what I mean? So like, if you wanted to come up, and if you found a woman who you think will, be by your side and you think is, good for you, shoot your shot. But I think your number one priority should be on leveling up yourself. But at the same time, even if you don't have the best job or you living with roommates, as long as you're ambitious and you have in your mind, like, I'm working towards bettering myself, go out and shoot your shot with some girls. Because you have in your mind, like, this is not enough. This is just where you at now. And, you doing the things to make sure you move off the situation, then, yeah, go shoot your shot. Because I think some women will admire that. They were like, okay, you got this job now, but you're also in school because you're trying to, not work there. You're living there now, but you're saving up money from your job so you could buy your own place. So, like, as long as these things are, you're trying to level up yourself, go out and be with a girl. But if you just...
But doesn't that lower your caliber of women that you're going to find?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Because then it's like, okay, let's say, I know I'm a level up. I'm in my grind mode, right? But I'm not there yet.
Definitely
like,
is.
The pool of women that I'm going to be open to, they're not going to be girls making six figures.
Yeah,
they're not going to be girls making $80K or something like that.
Absolutely.
So it's like, in that instance, should you say, yo, I'm going to hold off on the chicks. Let me try to level myself up and then get a girl. Because if you get one early and you get the bottom of the barrel type shorties, then it's like, when you level up now and you dealing with something on the bottom, it's just like,
right there now.
Now I sold myself short. Right? Like that's what I think too. I think about that. It's like, okay, a rich man, like if a guy's a millionaire, he can get anybody.
He could do whatever the fuck.
But he's not gonna get a bottom of the barrel shorty.
Yeah.
But if a man is like 60, 80, 90K, he's going to get a 60, 90K type of woman, right? Or she may be a little bit lower. That's fine. But like, you're looking at 20K women, 35K women. It's like, you know what type of shit you're getting yourself into. So,
oh man,
my main question is money tied to the type of women or men in both cases that you can get? Is money really tied to that?
Yeah.
Because it's like if I walk up in a McDonald's and see a shorty in there and like, yeah, she can be cute or whatever, but it's like, if we're like around the same age, then it's, in my head is, do I want to grind with her to level her up? Is she willing to do that? Or do I just look past it and say, yeah, she's not in my league or I'm not in her league?
All right, see, that's...
Because that sounds kind of shallow, but I mean, like, it seems...
But it's also right, though.
Seems
like,
kind of like just, in a sense.
Bro, it's right because, look, the more value you have, the more you're able to provide, the higher quality of women go up. It's just that simple. Like, even though you could be the man saying, hey, I'm here now, but I plan to get where I want to get to, some women don't always see a potential. They see right here and now. And majority of women that see right here and now, I don't even want to say majority, because there are some ugly ass women with 6 kids, 6 baby fathers talking about you need to provide this. But there's a good amount of women who saying, oh, that's looking for the here and now. Mm-hmm. IG model looking shorties, bro, or some 6-figure looking shorties. You know what I mean? Like, women who already made it either physically or mentally or financially, they want somebody who's on their level. And unfortunately, the more money you have, the more women that's gonna be coming at your feet. So you think Drake can't go anywhere and get whatever he want? He's Drake, superstar rich. You think Bill Gates' old ass can't go pull a 30-year-old, 27-year-old? He's rich.
You can do that.
He could do that. So the more you have, the more women you have available to you. Now, just because if a man ain't got much, he could get somebody, but he's gonna be limited on the women he could get. But now let's say that man, he'd make it 40,000, and he next thing you know he make it 200, 300,000. You think another pool of women not gonna be available to him now?
Exactly.
Because he's gonna be dressing a little bit, might have a rollie on.
Yeah, might
nice
be riding, might be driving in the Phantom, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, in the end, I would like to say money does.
Bro.
Look, there's always that saying that say, "Oh, money changes people," and I believe that's true.
Money's changing people, or just bring out who you really are, bro.
Like, okay, I think all right. Here's this one. This is a good topic right here. Does money change you, or show you who you really are? I'm gonna say it changes you, but it doesn't define you.
All right, expand on that. Expand.
So it's like, if I get into some money, of course I'm gonna dress a little bit nice. Of course, I may buy a better car. Of course, if I don't have a house, I'll have a house. Right?
Right.
But is it gonna change? Does that define like me, like the type of person I am? Nah, I don't think that if I became a billionaire tomorrow, that my morals and my outlook on life and respect to other people is gonna change.
I could say that too. No, I could definitely say that. Like, my morals wouldn't change. My outlook on life, I could think. I don't want to say it would change, but it could be adjusted a little bit. Because think about it. If you have all this type of money, you won't have the same amount of struggles. Your friend group definitely going to change. Just because, like, bro, when you come against money, you're going to have motherfuckers come out the woodworks and people who going to come to you and say they're entitled to your money. Like, your best friend for years, grew up together. Now you got some money, he's going to be like, yo, bro, let me get 100,000. You might say, no, what the hell I'm going to give you 100,000 for? Oh, I've been your friends for years, and boom, relationship done. So now your circle going to be smaller, and now you may be coming with a new group of friends. So now your outlook on life might be, damn, I work hard to get to where I'm at. Why couldn't this person get to where they're at? Where they're at with the same work ethic as me. Why do they just feel so entitled? So, like, your outlook on life in a macro level won't change, but I feel like in a micro, it might adjust a little bit just because of, like, what you're going to go through when you have that amount of money.
Well, I wanted to touch on that one thing you said, because this is another common thing people say is about, when you get money, your friends or people coming out of the woodworks asking you for bread, and they say, oh, like you said, I want 100,000. Can I get that? I knew you from blah. It's like, in the end, was that person really your friend, or they only want to be around because you have money?
Oh, the person at the woodworks?
Yeah, because it's like, just
because you got money.
I have a perfect example. I knew a guy, he was a millionaire. He went to Penn State. Millionaire. His dad owned 2 businesses in China. Mad bread. He said, dude, he was at my house. We were having like a little kickback. While talking, he came to Penn State to do his master's or whatever. He's like, yeah, don't tell anybody, but I am a millionaire. Like, My dad has 2 businesses. We own a lot of stocks, a lot of companies, and he showed me his account. And I didn't believe him because, that's a loose word. Yeah, I got money. Anybody can say that.
Right.
But can you back it up? And I personally never seen that many zeros inside of a bank account before. I was like, shit. He has like 2 banks, hella bread in both, but one is like the main business account and then his own shit. Both of them got millions in it. And he was like under the radar, super chill guy. And for an Asian, the Asians in Penn State, they always drive in the fastest, the most expensive cars. And, they probably can't even drive it. But that's not for another story. I'm not trying to throw no shade. But, and it's true. But, dude had mad money. He was just chill. And everything we did, it's not like, oh, you're the rich guy, you should buy everything. Like if we're getting beer or alcohol, we all split it fairly. Mm-hmm. And one would think, hey, you're the millionaire, you should just buy everything, right? Like, but to me, it's like, even if my friend is a millionaire, I'm not gonna go and ask you, oh, you should buy this or give me this or give me that. Right? And it's like, I feel even if I was a millionaire, I would still kind of be the same dude. Like,
but people won't treat you the same.
People won't treat me the same. But then that shows that person only values people who got money. Like, oh, you got money now? Like, I want some of that. Oh, we're friends. I'm entitled to some of your money. That means I wasn't really your friend.
Bro.
I never asked him for any money. To me, if I had billionaire friends, like millionaire friends, I'm going to be asking like, yo, how do I get that?
Exactly.
Not give me some of that. You know what I mean? Exactly.
I feel the same way because further, that's the difference between a real man and a little ass boy. Because if I'm out to dinner with a millionaire, I'm going to do the same thing I always do. All right. Let's split the bill. And then, but if he offers to pay,
ain't no resistance.
Like, my wife, old boss, right, invited us out to dinner just to like meet us after the wedding got hectic. Shorty got money. Shorty has a lot of money. But even though we went out to the expensive ass restaurant, am I expecting her to pay? No, I pulled my card out. And then I put it on the table. It's like, all right, here's my half. This is for my wife and I. And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. I invited y'all out, so I'm going to pay. Mm-hmm. Took my card, put it back in my pocket. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Cool, yeah.
But I didn't come out here with the expectation of you to pay for me or me demanding that you pay for the bill just because you're a millionaire or because you have a substantial amount of money. I'm going to come in like, hey, I could pay for my own. I could pay for my wife. That's it. That's how I would act. Because, first of all, I don't like nobody hovering shit over my head anyway. Because, later down the line, oh, I paid for this for you.
I bought this for you. Yeah. All the stuff that I did.
Exactly. So, that's me, one. See, I was about to make another point. Oh, yeah. But imagine this scenario, bro.
Okay.
Say you at dinner with your family, your girl's family, everybody having a good old time. Do you think they all going to expect you to pay the bill, or when that bill come around, you're going to be like collecting checks?
I'm collecting checks. I'm collecting checks. Okay, so if I'm a millionaire, right? If I'm a millionaire, billionaire, and we're all out to eat, and then everybody's like, okay, they all come and look at me to pay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be like, my first thing is, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna split it. We're gonna do Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw it out there and see what happens. Because it's like, it's
cold's terrible.
Yes, I got it all. Yes, I have it all. But like, I don't want people to feel like because I have it, that means I'm obligated to pay every time.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct, bro.
Now, if I offer, I'm like, yeah, Like in your case, when the woman was like, "I took you guys out, I'll pay for it," then I'll do that. I'll do something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But it would have to be like you were invited out to go swimming, so you're not just going to automatically pay.
Nah.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why I'm like, yeah, million. Like, the amount of money won't change you, but you may look at shit a little different because you're gonna see people having their hand out all the time, bro. And it's gonna be sick. And like I said, I'm not a millionaire by any chance, but when I go out with a certain group of people, they may look at me like, yo, you doing good in life, you got this and that. You should, I don't know, pay for this or that. I'm like, fuck, man, like, what the fuck? I ain't doing none of that shit. And again, I'm nowhere near a millionaire, but I'm just saying, just because you may be doing better than somebody else. Somebody making 40K, you could be making 80K. And because you're making 40,000 more, he's going to expect you to be, for you to pay for shit. That's the way life works, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, if I'm going out, at least I know I got the money to spend for whatever I buy.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
I know what to pick up or what to spend. I'm not going to have 100 drinks if I know each drink is $20.
Why would you go out anyway, not knowing you can't pay for shit? If you know you can't pay for shit.
Well, then there's that other thing too. It's like, it's kind of embarrassing in a sense when you want to go out or somebody invites you, but you don't have the money, but you want to go.
Shit, what's more embarrassing? Saying you ain't got the money beforehand, or you at the table, the bill comes around and it's time to collect your half. Hey, shit, yo, like.
All right, well, here's a good example. Like, let's say it's, you know, you're working for a corporate company and they're like, yeah, we're trying to close this contract, blah, blah, blah. Let's all go out to eat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you go, or you're trying to get a promotion. You're trying to gain something, but you don't got the bread. So it's like, it's good that you should go because you never know what doors that may open.
Right. Networking type shit.
But like, you should always go there with the understanding that you're going to have to pay for your own shit.
Right.
With, if you can or you can't. And that's a part of like a sacrifice that you got to make. So if you don't, you don't got the money, you might as well just be like, yeah, I'll just get some of the free bread. Breadsticks. So you tell them, I'm not really hungry.
You can just go and just like, yeah, I'm just ordering a drink, y'all.
Yeah, you gotta be smart with it.
I ate, or I got food at the house, or my wife cooked, so I can't go home full. Something. You gotta say something.
Oh, but you're not married. Shit. But nah, I mean, yeah, I know. But to go back around to the original question, does money change people? It wouldn't change me. It wouldn't change who I am. I probably dress a little bit different, just a little bit different. Because look, to be honest, I'm low key like a minimalist when it comes to certain shit. Like I don't like having too much shit, too much clothes, too much shit. Like I'm not gonna be dressed like a Zuckerberg, but like I will have a nice little graphic tees or like a little level up on certain things.
Of course.
But I don't think I would change.
Yeah, I don't think I would change. But I mean, I feel like you may change, but not because of the money, but because of the journey it took to get to the money. So think about the sacrifice and the hard work and dedication it took to become a millionaire, right? Mm-hmm. So you know the struggles, bro. You know the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the torch you had to go to become to that level. So you may just look at things differently, like, man, hard work gets you everything. Then you got this motherfucker coming up to you saying, oh, you owe me this, or you should get this, or whatever, or saying that you changed. In a way, it's like, shit, man, maybe I think I did change, because I ain't doing the shit I used to do before. I had put all of my and efforts into getting a position I have or building a business I have. So, of course, I changed. I look at life a little differently. So, it's like, I think there's some change will happen, because in order to get there, you had to sacrifice so much. So, it's like, what kind of change are you referring to? I think that's the question, like change in the way you treat people, morals.
So, okay, changing the way you treat people.
Yeah.
And your morals.
Yeah, that won't change. But definitely the way you look at life. Because, bro, think about that, man, how hard you grind. And you're an example of hard work gets results. And then you just might look at somebody who's just lazy, don't want to do nothing themselves.
And like, that's what's holding them back. Yeah. And it's like, dude, if you were to just do A, B, and C, you would get further.
Exactly. That's what I'm
saying. So now
let
me ask you a question on this one. Like, we go back to the person that asked for $100,000. Like, if you was a person that asked a dude for $100,000, or somebody gave you $100,000. Let's say the millionaire friend said, yo, I'm going to give you $100,000 because, I know you, blah, 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 blah. You need X, Y, and Z. When you take that money, like, are you going to feel like you're in debt to that person?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Even though they're a millionaire and they could care less about it, do you feel like you're going to be in debt to that person?
You will feel like you're in debt to that person, and say, for instance, he called you for a favor, like, hey, I need a favor. You feel like you got to do the favor no matter how big or small because he gave you $100,000.
True.
Say if he calls you now and be like, hey, man, can I sleep at your crib for a week because I don't feel like sleeping at my house no more? You going to feel obligated to say yes, even though you don't want nobody to sleep at your goddamn house. He gave you $100,000. So it's like, you may not be able to pay him financially, but in other ways, you're gonna pay him, and you're gonna feel like you have to because like he was nice enough to give me $100,000. Sounds not like whatever you need. I guess I gotta say yes.
But like, let's say your wife was like, "Yo, why? Like, why? Like, what are you doing? Our grandparents are here. He can't stay here. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so much shit that can pile up on it to make you feel like, damn, like, I really do feel like I'm in debt to this guy just because he gave me some money.
Yeah,
that's a really fucked up mental shit that can go on. Like, for somebody that's like, yo, like, this person gave me $50,000, $100,000, even $10,000. You will feel like, okay, I owe this person like almost an unlimited amount of favors.
Right. That's how you would feel.
So that's why in my sense, it's like, even though I have a friend that's a millionaire, I don't ask for money. I don't assume that he's gonna pay for things. I don't, I just don't think that's right. Like, I don't know. Like,
you shouldn't treat them differently as a person just because of their wealth. Like, I mean, 'cause at the same time, man, like, I don't want that person to feel like I'm just using them, or like you're just around because you got money. Like, it's like, shit. Even though you're a millionaire, I still enjoy your company. You're funny, cool guy to drink with, talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't treat nobody like that because I'm not a yes man for real. Like, so it's like I'm not gonna just be around you and just tell you what you want to hear, or be around you just because I want what you have. Like, if I'm around somebody, I generally just enjoy their company and I look at them as a friend, millionaire or not. And I wouldn't want nobody to feel like that, because I wouldn't want to feel like that. Like, shit, man, there were people around me I could literally think about in high school who was just around me because of whatever reason. Maybe I had some shit that they didn't have. And I don't even talk to them no more because I was able to realize that, like, I ain't gonna hold you. In high school, my house used to be a good spot. And I remember, like, this one man, he has mad problems with his family. My mom used to be like, "Oh, it's fine. He could stay here until he gets shit figured out." And I used to say, "Fuck." Bro, I don't like nobody in my space. But my mom used to be like, my mom just got a big ass heart, man. And then, you know, did so much to now, the man just disappeared and don't even say nothing.
Don't even know you no more.
Don't even know me no more. And when I think about it, I'm like, damn, what did I do? And it was only because I stopped providing those favors. Because I was just like, yeah, I just, like, I need my space, bro. But at the time in high school, bro, I was living in a fucking box, bro. I was letting so much space I got for another nigga to be up in here, bro.
Right.
So it's like, nah. And that's the end of that.
Shit. Nah, I mean, I have a scenario where it's like, I had a friend. He would ask me for money, like to borrow money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And, him and I was cool in college, whatever. And I know he had some issues, like problems. And, one time he approached me. He's like, yo, I need $100. He's trying to go back to India to, see his family or whatever. Like, he got to renew his passport.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, yo, can I borrow $100 for the passport so I can renew my passport and go back? And I was like, yeah, bro, don't worry about it. And I gave it to him. He's like, yo, I'll pay you back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this is the first time he's ever... Well, I wouldn't say it's the first time. He asked me for, like, $20 one time. I gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I was like, yeah, you can hold that. Then the second time he asked for $100. So right now, he's $120 in debt to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I was like, yeah, bro, sure. Boom. I gave him the $100. He was able to go to India, did his thing. Right? Came back.
Damn.
And I never asked him for the money back.
Mm-hmm.
I never asked him for it back. Didn't say nothing. He didn't respond to me. He didn't say nothing. 4 months later, and dude comes out of nowhere. He's like, yo, bro, like, I'm going to get you the $100 back.
Okay.
Mind you, this is 4 months.
4 months is crazy.
4 months. Honestly, I actually forgot about it, to be honest. So he was like, yo, I'm going to get you the money back. Don't worry about it. I got tied up with some stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, don't worry about it, bro. He's like, no, I'm going to get you the money back. From that day, that was like maybe 4 years ago. I still haven't received the $100. He doesn't talk to me anymore. Like, we don't talk anymore. Because him and I, we would talk off and on. Like, we would talk off and on and shit. But in college, like, we would hang out. All the time. But, like, now, like, we don't even talk anymore. But he's talking to other mutual friends that we have. Right? And what I find to be very interesting is through, like, I hear about him through other mutual friends. And it sounds like everything is good.
So he's on the up now.
He's on the up now.
So he still ain't giving you $100.
He ain't still give me my $100 back. But my $120 back, actually. And, I know where to file him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know where to file you at right now. Like, you asking for money, I don't got it. I don't care if, whatever extended family member died or whatever. I don't care now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care if you living on the street now. Like, that's how I am. That's how I am. Like, I'm not gonna cry over $120.
But just know what it came with now.
Just know what it came with now. Because now when you really struggling, you really need the money. And he could have been really struggling back then when he asked for it, right? But now, if you really are, I'm not helping you, bro. I don't care if, you homeless on the street, bro. Like, I would give another homeless person $1 if I give it to you, bro.
Exactly.
Like, that's how I am. That's just how it is.
Some people, bro, it's like they just be like, fuck it, I ain't gonna talk to him no more. I ain't gotta pay my debt off. just fucking like that amount of disrespect. That's just unforgivable in a way, because it's like no matter how long it takes for you to pay that money back, if you got the money, bro, pay it back. Especially if I'm not pressing you. That's why, man. That's why I'm real hesitant about even giving money out. To be honest with you, I'll be like, I ain't got it. Shit, I really ain't got it.
So, like, my thing is this: is like, if I can give you the money, that means that if I don't get it back, I'm not pressed about it.
Right.
And I was in a better situation than him, and I was like, $100. Yeah, at the time, was it $100? Like, oh man, like, I'm gonna give him 2 weeks to give me back the money, and I'm gonna need that $100. It was never that type of situation. But I went straight off the strength of our friendship that yeah, he can give it back to me when he can, but I'm not expecting you to come back 4 months later to tell me you're gonna give me, bro. It's $100, bro. Like, you should be able to get your check and be like, yeah, $100, boom, one time. Like, I'll give you 2 weeks. It's like, in 2 weeks you should have $100.
Definitely a month.
4 months? But 4 months, you should have triple that, quad that. But he never gave it back to me. And the fact that you even came back and texted me to remind me that you have $100 for me, which is really $120 for me, you should have just never said anything. Because if he never said that, I would have never remembered. Never
said nothing, or just be like, what's your Zelle? Because I'm sending you the $100 right now.
Don't fucking hit me back to remind me that you're going to send me something. Mm-hmm. Either you come back and say, yo, where do I send the $100? Rather than, oh yeah, I didn't forget, I'm gonna send it to you, but when? Like, I don't know. Don't say anything.
I agree.
I don't know, man. But the saying is, like, if you don't have the money, or if you have the money and you're giving it away, always expect that you're not gonna get it back.
Yeah, so I mean, that could also just been the fee to get him out your life too. It wasn't a real one.
It wasn't a real one, man. Nah, there's a lot of friends that I had that weren't real. Some that bro, had to get straightened out.
That's a fact, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But wow, we really did go on a tangent.
Yeah, we went on. I forgot what the fucking original question was. Like,
it was about a money changer person.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think we can wrap that one up. But we'll drop one more topic in before we close the segment out, the episode out. But this one was really on my mind. Is like, how should you break up with someone? Like, should you break up with someone over a text message / social media, Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, TikToks, or should you directly, call them on the phone or see them in person and break up that way? Like, how do you think breakups should be handled?
Whichever way you break up with a person, that tells you how much that person either care about you, or basically that. How much that person care about you, or, how they saw you, or how they see you, whatever. Mm-hmm. So if they break up with you over text message, they didn't really give a fuck about you that much. So they never.
But we live in a generation that
just texts.
That just texts.
I wouldn't feel offended. Like, bro, rarely do I really even call somebody. Like, if I call somebody because I want to get an answer now, or something like important, or it's like my parents because they still barely know how to text like that. But like, I text a lot. And very important things I text. So like, if somebody just like, hey, we need to talk, and they text me a paragraph and shit, I like, cool, it is what it is. But at the same time, if somebody calls me, say, let's meet up and talk, and they want to break up, it's like, all right, maybe I meant more to you than just a text message. Even though we still done at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're still breaking up. But I don't know, I guess that's really person by person. If somebody were to break up with me through text message over a phone call, like, all right, whatever, it is what it is. Unless you was with that person for 10 years, I guess that also matters too. If you were the person for so long, it's like, all right, do the proper thing and break up with them in person. Like 10 years, I guess it depends on how long you with the person.
Okay, for you though, like whether it's a year, 6 months, 10 years, a lifetime, like how are you gonna break up with this person? Text? Are you gonna send subliminals on Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, TikTok?
I may text him like, yo,
Facebook.
Like, hey,
like,
hey, shorty.
It was a good run. Post that on Instagram.
I'm a text her and be like, hey, we need to talk. Something on my mind. You know, something that I want to talk to you about. I may give them a call or do FaceTime.
Or FaceTime, yeah.
Do FaceTime and probably break it up like that. But I guess if we live, maybe over FaceTime. Because sometimes, because I'm like, shit, what if I break up with her in person and, you know, she start wilding out? I don't know. I'll probably do it over FaceTime or over a phone, bro. I'll probably text you like we need to talk and then call you or FaceTime you. Just keep it at that. I ain't about to take you out to dinner to do that shit. I feel like just gotta get it done, yo. Just gotta get it done.
Damn. So I think I'm pretty fucking cold, man.
What was you doing?
I leave him on red. Nah. But for me, like, I would say, like, I like to see the person in person, and tell them to their face. Like, we go get like coffee or tea or like
fucking movies.
You know what I mean? We go to the fucking, you know, get some ice cream.
So you treating her out?
No. It's not. I'm not paying. We're splitting the bill. Like that's the.
I think it's a date. Like, oh, we get some ice cream together. It's a good old time.
No. That's the. Oh, we starting back to where we started. We started back to where we started. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we met by splitting the bill. This is how we leaving by splitting the bill.
Oh my
but
God.
nah, like I feel like I do people the justice, right? Like I say, you know, go meet them up, meet up at a park, whatever, and talk, and then boom, that's it. Because to me, it's like, if I was fucking with you, but it didn't work, you know, then like I think I owe you the proper etiquette to say no hard feelings, but this is not gonna work out.
You know, and that's a right way to go about it too. It's a right way. But in our generation, bro, we just communicate with FaceTime so much.
True.
So it's just like, I feel like, but doing it in person, that is the more official way to do it.
It's a more official meaning, you know, because then again, you got to think about somebody's mental health. Because then they're going to be like tweaking. Like, look, it's not something I always did. Like, there's sometimes call them on the phone. I think I never like texted someone, I'm going to break up with you. Like, I never did that. It was either over the phone or in person. But I leveled up to in person.
Right.
I leveled up to in person. And I felt like that was better because if it's over the phone, some way, somehow they come back and try to like revitalize something that wasn't going to work. But, I don't know. I feel like more in person is a little bit more. I mean, what I say, this is what I said, and like,
right.
just leave me alone.
I hear that.
You know?
Yeah, it's just. I wouldn't do it solely over a text message. Texting, hey, I'm done with you, breaking up. Send, play 2K. I want to have some type of contact with you. even in person over FaceTime. But yeah, no, that's a good way to go about it.
It's a good way. I think it's nice, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, some people like to send subliminals on Instagram.
Yeah.
They like to they like to you know, play the mental gymnastics.
Ain't got time for that, bro.
You know.
But yeah. Let us know what y'all think. How would you break up with your partner? Girlfriend, or if you
and then
boys.
I just hit the club right after, bro. Like, what? I'm already out.
I would say this, like, I never, even in my past relationship, I never been through like an official breakup. Like a girl that I ain't
so you tell me you got some loose ends out there?
One girl, bro, that at one point before I thought she was gonna be the woman I married. Our last conversation we had, she was like, let's just take some time to think things, but we're not broken up. And that was it. Like, we just never talked again. And it just ended. And another girl that I met after that, we were cool, and then shit, bro, it's just, conversation just died. Like, I went off to school and
faded.
It just faded. You know what I mean?
And you know that same girl hit you back. I was waiting for you to text me back. Like, why are you? It's like this is 5 years later.
And then, you know, I'm doing my thing, and I'm scrolling on social media. See she with another dude, and I'm just like, all right, cool.
Scrolling on social media, boom, she pregnant. Oh shit.
So,
but yeah, fellas, I think we can wrap up this episode.
This was a good episode.
This was a good one. We appreciate the subscribers. Subscriber numbers is jumping up.
Yeah, 150.
Yo, we're on the road to 200. Make it happen, fellas.
Yeah.
Make it fucking happen. Subscribe, like the channel. Check out all the other videos. And I mean, by this time this episode drops, you probably seen a lot of crazy shit.
See a lot of crazy shit
that we have going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, there's a lot more in store. You know, like, this is an organic channel. Like, you're like, every YouTube channel, I feel like every YouTube channel that starts out in the beginning, that's the golden era, bro.
That's the golden era.
Like, that's literally the golden era, like the come up piece. And this is it. You know, all 150 of y'all, you guys are in the golden era right now for the Straight Up and RD podcast. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You guys are going to be the OGs. We're going to be leveling up, getting some merch, getting some shit happening. Y'all going to see the growth. And, you know, we got a lot of stuff in store, man. Like, it's exciting shit that's going to be happening. It's summertime, so you know we're going to be getting wild. We out here in New York. So when it gets hot, people like to act up. And we them type of dudes that's going to act up when it gets hot. You know what I'm saying? So the podcast is going to get real crazy. It's going to get wild. Y'all going to see a lot of shit. I'm sure by the time this drop, like we said, you already seen some shit. But there's more to come. And on that note, my name is Rich, and I'm signing out.
I'm D, signing out. See y'all in the next episode.
Later. The father didn't approve of him because he didn't have his own house, and he was not going to be able to financially support her and his mother and father.
What the fuck is the father doing?
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering. I was like, but the father was like some business guy, so he had money. So I'm kind of like confused, but they had a lot of tension. The guy was white and she was like Chinese, I think, or maybe Japanese. I don't know which one, but yeah, the relationship didn't work out. And
bro, that would have been straight war.
I was like, damn.
I could probably understand if, like, I meet a woman, and it's just been her and her mom, and her mom probably needs some type of financial assistance. But you're talking about moms with husbands, and the father saying you need to take care of them also, while also taking care of his daughter. Mm-hmm. So you, as the man in the house, you telling me, I would be like, so were you not providing for your family all of these years that you're waiting for your daughter to get married to be saved.
But then again, they old. So
Old what, nigga?
So you gotta take care of them.
So hold on, old what? So you didn't save nothing for your retirement? What were you doing all these years? Now you looking for your daughter to be, you're not even your daughter to be savior. Your daughter's husband to be the savior? I'm not trying to disrespect nobody's culture, but this just sounds mad crazy to me. Because I'm thinking, bro, when my daughter go